There will come a day, and every dog owner knows this deep down, when your dog looks at you differently, not with hunger, not with excitement, but with something quieter, something final. And in that moment, if you don't know what you're looking at, you will miss it completely. You will think he's just tired, just having a bad day. And you will walk away not knowing that what just happened was your dog trying to say goodbye. This video exists so that never happens to you. Dogs cannot speak our language, but in their final days, they communicate with everything they have, through their eyes, through their body, through behaviors so specific and so tender that owners who recognize them describe the experience as one of the most profound of their entire lives. Stay with me, because these 7 signs are your dog's final love language, and you deserve to understand every single one. Before we begin, I need to ask you something. Have you ever lost a dog and felt afterward that there were signs you missed, moments you didn't fully understand until it was too late? Most owners carry that quietly for years. The guilt of not knowing, the wish that someone had told them what to look for. This video is that someone. Drop a yes in the comments if you've been through this loss. Keep watching, because understanding these signs won't bring them back, but it will make sure their final days are filled with exactly what they need most. 1. Loss of interest, when the joy leaves his eyes. The first sign is the one that breaks owners' hearts the most quietly. The toy he carried everywhere, he walks past it. The leash you pick up, he doesn't react. The walk he used to beg for, he has no interest in taking. This is not laziness. This is not a mood. This is your dog's life force, beginning its final retreat. As a dog's body begins to shut down, the brain conserves energy by withdrawing from non-essential stimulation. Play, excitement, curiosity. These require energy reserves that a failing body simply no longer has. He is not sad. He is not giving up. He is redirecting every remaining resource towards simply being present, breathing close to you. When you notice this sign, do not try to force enthusiasm. Do not push the toy toward him or pull him toward the door. Sit with him instead. Let his stillness be enough, because in that stillness, he's still completely, entirely yours. Now, if you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell so you never miss an update. The loss of joy is heartbreaking, but sign 2 reveals a physical change that owners almost always mistake for something temporary. 2. Extreme fatigue, when sleep becomes his whole world. He sleeps and sleeps, and when you think he must surely be ready to wake, he sleeps some more. Extreme, unrelenting fatigue is one of the most consistent signs in dogs approaching the end of their lives, and it is one of the most misread. Owners tell themselves, he's just getting older. He had a big day yesterday. He'll be more himself tomorrow. But this fatigue is different from ordinary tiredness. When you call his name, the response is slower than it used to be. When he tries to stand, the effort is visible in his face. His legs tremble slightly under weight they carried effortlessly for years. His body is working enormously hard just to keep functioning. Organs that once operated automatically now require conscious biological effort. Sleep is not laziness. It is his body's way of managing an energy crisis it cannot solve. When he sleeps, let him sleep completely. Make his sleeping space as soft, warm, and comfortable as possible, because the quality of his rest in these final days matters more than almost anything else you can give him. His body is exhausted, but sign 3 reveals something happening with food and water that carries an important message owners must understand. 3. Change in appetite. When he stops eating, he turns away from the bowl. He sniffs his favorite food and walks away. He drinks less water than he used to, sometimes barely at all. This sign frightens owners more than almost any other, because food feels like life, and refusing food feels like giving up. But it is not giving up. It is biology. As a dog's organs begin to slow, the digestive system requires less fuel, because it is processing less. Nausea from organ dysfunction makes eating uncomfortable. The sense of smell, which drives appetite in dogs far more than taste, begins to dull in the final stages of life. Forcing food at this stage causes discomfort, not nourishment. Instead, offer small amounts of his absolute favorite foods. Warm them slightly to enhance the aroma. Offer water from your hand if he will take it. Sit beside him while he eats or doesn't eat. Your presence at that bowl means more to him than anything in it. And if he eats nothing for more than 24 hours, contact your veterinarian. Not to force intervention, but to ensure he is comfortable and not in pain. His appetite is changing. But sign 4 reveals one of the most tender and misunderstood behaviors in a dog's final days. 4. Seeking comfort or choosing isolation. This sign comes in 2 completely opposite forms, and both mean exactly the same thing. Some dogs in their final days become shadows of their owners. They follow every step. They press against legs, rest chins on laps, seek physical contact with a gentleness and persistence they have never shown before. They want to feel you, to confirm you are there. Other dogs do the opposite. They find a quiet corner, a dark space under the bed, a spot behind the sofa they have never used before. They become still and separate, not rejecting you, but retreating inward. Both behaviors are goodbye. The dog pressing against you is saying, "You are my safe place, and I want to feel that that one more time. The dog withdrawing is following an ancient instinct. Wild animals seek solitude and vulnerability as a form of self-protection. Neither behavior needs to be corrected or redirected. If he wants closeness, give it completely. If he wants solitude, check on him gently and regularly without disturbing his peace. Whisper to him. Let him hear your voice from a distance. He knows you are there. His need for comfort is profound. But sign 5 is a physical change that demands your immediate attention. 5. Breathing changes. The sound that changes everything. You will notice it first at night. A heaviness to his breathing that wasn't there before. Longer pauses between inhales. An effort in his chest that sleep should not require. Labored breathing, irregular breathing patterns, and extended pauses between breaths are serious signs of a body under significant physiological strain. The heart and lungs, working harder to compensate for failing systems, begin to show that strain in every breath. You may also notice his gums becoming pale, grayish, or bluish, indicating reduced oxygen circulation. His abdomen may visibly move with each breath in a way that seems effortful rather than restful. Do not wait on this sign. A dog showing significant breathing changes needs veterinary assessment immediately, not to prolong what cannot be prolonged, but to ensure he is not suffering. Pain management and comfort care in these final hours is something every dog deserves, and something only a veterinarian can provide properly. His breathing is changing. Sign 6 reveals a physical sign that is deeply difficult to watch, but important to understand. 6. Loss of coordination. When his body lets him down, he tries to stand and his legs slide apart. He walks toward his water bowl and lists sideways. He stumbles on floors he has navigated confidently for years. Loss of coordination in a dying dog occurs because the neurological system, the communication network between brain and body, begins to fail alongside other organ systems. Messages from the brain reach the limbs slowly, incompletely, or not at all. This sign is deeply distressing to witness. Owners describe a specific heartbreak in watching a dog who was once strong and sure-footed struggle to walk across a familiar room. Do not allow him to navigate stairs alone. Place water in his resting spot on the same level. Put non-slip mats on hard floors so his paws find grip when he needs it. Assist him gently when he tries to stand, supporting his weight without rushing him. He is not embarrassed. He is not afraid. He simply needs you to be his steadiness now, the same way he was yours for every year before this one. His body is letting him down. But sign 7, this is the one that changes everything. The one that owners who have experienced it describe as the most overwhelming moment of their lives. 7. The final rally. His last gift to you. This is the sign no one prepares you for, and it is the one that breaks and heals simultaneously. In the hours, sometimes the final day before a dog passes, something extraordinary sometimes happens. He lifts his head, his eyes become clear, he eats a little, he wags his tail. He seems impossibly, miraculously, like himself again. Owners weep with relief. They call family members. They think he's coming back. He's going to be okay. He is not coming back, but he is giving you something irreplaceable. This phenomenon, documented by veterinarians and experienced by countless owners, is believed to be a final surge of neurological and physiological energy. The body, in its last hours, releases what remains, and your dog uses that release to look at you one more time with clear eyes, to wag his tail one final time, to eat from your hand one last time. He is not confused about what is happening. He is saying goodbye in the most complete way his body will allow. If this moment comes, do not spend it in denial or distress. Be present. Hold him. Talk to him. Let him hear your voice and feel your hands, because this rally, this final gift, is his way of making sure that his last memory of this life includes you. The Comfort Guide, How to Give Him Peace. In his final days, you cannot stop what is coming, but you can make everything that remains as full of love as possible. Create his sanctuary, the softest blanket you own, his favorite spot, whether that is your bed, the sofa, or a quiet corner. Warmth matters enormously to a body losing its ability to regulate temperature. Keep him warm without overheating. Offer comfort foods gently. Warm broth, soft, familiar foods, small amounts of whatever he has loved most in his life. Not to force eating, but to let him know that his favorites are still there, that his life was full of good things. Never leave him alone. This is the most important guidance of all. Your presence, your voice, your scent, your touch, is the most powerful comfort he has ever known. In these final days and hours, that presence is not optional. It is everything. Talk to him. Tell him he was the best dog. Tell him every walk you took together. Tell him he made your life immeasurably better. He may not not understand the words, but he understands the tone, the closeness, the love carried in your voice. And that understanding is enough. And when the time comes, if you choose to be with him at the end, know this. Studies show that dogs whose owners are present in their final moments show measurably lower stress responses. Your presence does not make it harder for him. It makes it easier. Be there. Hold him. Let the last thing he feels in this world be your hands. I want you to do something after this video. If you have lost a dog, tell me one thing you wish you had known before you said goodbye. And if your dog is still with you, tell me one thing you love most about him right now. I read every single comment because the love in this community for the dogs who are still here and the ones who have gone is exactly what makes this worth sharing. Final thoughts. Your dog chose you. Out of every person in the world, he chose you as his person. He gave you every day he had with complete and unconditional devotion. These 7 signs are not just warnings. They are invitations to be present, to be gentle, to love him through the hardest part with the same wholeness he loved you through everything else. He deserves that, and so do you. Share this with every dog owner you know, because every dog deserves an owner who recognizes the goodbye and answers it with love.